99% of Facebook ads actually lose money. And I've spent millions of dollars working with hundreds, if not thousands, of different clients over the years. And I've discovered exactly why 99% of those ads actually fail. And more importantly, why 1% of ads actually succeed. And in this video, I'm actually going to break down one of our students who spent $926 on Facebook ads and generated $30,000 plus, which is a 30x return on ad spend, which is absolutely insane. So you're going to want to make sure you stay till the end of this video. I'm going to give a complete breakdown on how the ad was set up and how they started winning so much. But before I go into detail with that, I want to actually show y'all the 3 biggest mistakes that cause 99% of people to fail when it comes to Facebook ads. The first fail that people typically make when it comes to Facebook ads is choosing the wrong objective. A lot of times when a newbie comes in and they start running these Facebook ads, they choose a traffic objective or an engagement objective instead of a sales objective. That is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when it comes to Facebook ads. And the reason why is because yes, traffic objective means that you're going to get a lot of traffic to your website very, very quickly. And sometimes people get confused by that and think, oh, if I just get a bunch of people to come to my website, that's going to equate to sales. And that's just not the case at all. So the way Facebook ads actually work is they use these things called data points, and they have 52,000 data points on each person that uses the platform. So essentially what a data point is it's the activities that you perform on a daily basis. It's the tendencies that you have, whether it be you like to work out in the morning, you wake up at 8 a.m., you like to chat on your group chat at a certain time, you like to buy things online at a certain time, you click links at a certain time. There's a lot of different data points. Facebook has 52,000 of them. So when it comes to choosing your objective, if you tell Facebook that you want a traffic objective, Facebook's whole goal is just to drive a bunch of link clickers to your website. Now, link clickers do not equal buyers. So if you're aiming to get sales, choose the sales objective. If you're aiming to get more leads to convert into sales, choose the lead objective. Failure number 2 is terrible targeting. Facebook is shifting from getting really specific with targeting to being more broad. Back in the day, we used to say, hey, get very detailed with your targeting, but still keep it very broad. Nowadays, though, you don't have to get very specific with your targeting at all. You can aim for very, very broad audiences using Advantage Plus and still get really good results. So over the past year to year and a half, we've been saying use Advantage Plus targeting. Or if you're going to target, you don't need to get super detailed and super specific. Keep it open, because the way Facebook works now, you don't have to simply just trust your intuition. Facebook is so good now that as long as your messaging is on point, Facebook will know exactly who to deliver your ad to get your ad in front of the right people. Failure number 3, and this is by far the most important failure of them all, is a weak creative. We have a saying we like to say here at RFA, and that is that messaging is the new targeting. Even if you fail at the targeting, as long as your messaging and your creative is right, you can still convert very well when it comes to Facebook and Instagram ads. But here's the biggest mistake that I see people make. Their ads actually look like ads. And when I say that, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, of course they do, because they're ads. But what you want to do to be successful in the advertising game is make your ads more native to the platform. Because you got to remember, Facebook is a platform that wants to keep people on the platform. Instagram is a platform that wants to keep people on the platform. If you're running all these spammy ads that look crazy, that are not contributing to people staying on the platform, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna increase your ad costs, which as a result is gonna cost you way more money. And I talk to people often. I talk to people on a daily basis, and people that are opposed to ads, the biggest opposition I get is, have you ever clicked on an ad before? Because I've never clicked on ads. Those things look spammy and I don't even want to touch them. The reason why is because they're being exposed to the spammy ads that actually look like ads. You want your ads to interrupt the scroll when people are scrolling through their news feed on Facebook or Instagram. Now, I would recommend using a combination of picture creatives as well as video visuals in order to see which one performs the best. Here's a tip for your video ads. Use movement in your ads as a way to hook people in. One thing to keep in mind is that the first 3 seconds of your video are the most important. If you can hook them in the first 3 seconds of your video, you're way more likely to keep their attention, and you're way more likely to have cheaper ads, because if users are on the platform and they're watching for more than 3 seconds, Facebook is recognizing your piece of content as a piece of content that's contributing to the platform and not harming the platform. And for those of y'all that are struggling with different creatives and visuals you want to use, I actually did a free training on YouTube that you could check out. I'll link it up above. And we talk all about creatives. Ads that people think are ugly are actually ads that can convert very, very well. You can jump on Canva, and Canva has a wide variety of different picture ads that you can test out that work really good. So I encourage y'all to do that. We actually also have a Facebook and Instagram course for those of y'all that are interested in learning more about creatives and the details of creatives and how to add them to your ads. It's absolutely amazing. I will link it down below for those of y'all that are interested. Now, here's what the successful 1%ers do with their ads. I'm gonna use one of my students as a case study here. So as I said before, we have a student that spent $926 on Facebook ads and generated over $30,000 in revenue by using this exact framework that I'm gonna break down for you right now. Now, anytime I'm starting out with a new student, the first thing that I get a good, strong gauge on is their customers' biggest pain points as well as their deepest desires. That's the first thing that we do, because that's gonna help you to craft the right messaging for this audience. The next thing that I do is I ask them who their competition is. Who is the competition that you are looking at and you are like, yo, they are absolutely crushing it right now. I wish I could do the same thing as them. And once I get that information, then what I do is I show them how to go into Facebook ads library and do some research on their competition. So here's the thing, you can go over here to Facebook ads library. You see it on the screen right now. And what Facebook ads library allows you to do is plug in whoever your competition is, whatever company they are, and then it'll show you all of the ads that they are currently running right now. So let's say that you're a plumber and you're looking to expand your plumbing business. What you would do is you would type in whatever plumbing company is your competition, and ads library will show you the exact content that they're using to create for ads. So at that point, you can look and see what types of creatives are these companies actually using to generate the results that you want. I want you to think about things a lot differently now, all right? Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Use what works and add your own twist to it. That's the way that you become successful. And that's the framework that we use here at RFA. So after we analyzed the data for my student, the next thing that we did was we started to focus on the ad structure, which was very important. So this particular student that we were helping, their main focus was getting people on calls so that they could close them on their product and service-based business. We focused on a leads objective. So when we started the campaign, the whole strategy here was, hey, let's run this ad. Let's get as many qualified people as possible to book appointments with us so that y'all can do y'all thing and close these leads. Now, if you're a business that's been in the game for a while and you have customers, that's great, because that's the fastest way for you to generate more revenue using Facebook ads. So what we did with our customer, they had some existing data. So what we did was we took that data, the names, phone numbers, and emails of their past customers, and we plugged it into a custom audience and then created what we call a lookalike audience. Now, when you create a lookalike audience, let me kind of give you a breakdown of what a lookalike audience does. Let's say you have 100 customers that have bought your highest ticket items, and you have their data, you have their names, phone numbers, and emails. What you do is you take that data, you plug it into Facebook, and remember, Facebook has 52,000 data points on each person that's using the platform. So you plug that data into Facebook, and Facebook now matches that data up with real people. So let's just say now your audience has 100 people that are already proven to love your products and services. They're interested in the same types of offers. So now you take that list of people and you say, hey, Facebook, I want you to create a lookalike audience based off of these 100 people. So Facebook says, okay, cool. And what Facebook does is Facebook will then take that data and they will find more people that are similar to the people that are already in your audience. But here's the kicker. Here's where it gets really good. When Facebook does that, instead of just giving you 100 new people that are similar to the original, Facebook's going to give you millions of people that are similar to the people that have already shopped your stuff. And then you can take that audience of millions of people and you can run ads towards them. And that's how you supercharge your ads. And this is what we did for my client. Now, if you don't have data, it's okay. I'm going to show you a very easy way to run ads with your targeting as well. So like I said before, Facebook has something called Advantage Plus targeting. I would highly recommend when you get into targeting for your ideal customer, the first thing I would do is aim really, really broad. So I would use Advantage Plus targeting, and then I would give it a couple of suggestions based off of the target audience that you want Facebook to go after. That's the ideal way to do it, because then it's allowing Facebook to use its machine learning and its AI systems to actually go out there and find the right people for your brand. Now, with this particular strategy, we ran both Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So in the placement sections of the ads, we just use Advantage Plus placements and let Facebook go out there and deliver the results. But what we found is that the majority of the leads for this offer actually came from the Facebook feed. All right, so the last step in the process for the ads is actually the ad level of the ads. It's very important that you split test, right? Like I talked about earlier. So for this client, what we did was we split tested 3 pictures against 1 video. And if we're talking pictures versus video content, video typically performs the best. I'd say 90% of the time, video creatives are going to outperform pictures, but that's not always the case. So I encourage y'all to split test pictures as well as videos to get the best results. And it's really good that we did that in this case, because to my surprise, the picture creatives performed better than the video creatives. The picture creatives got way more leads than the videos did, but we wouldn't have known that if we did not split test. Now, if you're struggling with like creatives and things like that, again, go over to Canva. Canva has some really easy templates to use in order to maximize your results. And if you think I'm playing, my student used Canva to generate some really easy images of their offer, and it's been selling like crazy. You also want to make sure that you have really good ad copy. Again, messaging is the new targeting. So you want to make sure that you're calling out exactly who it is that you are targeting. And when you do that, what Facebook is going to do is they're going to recognize, oh, okay, they're going after entrepreneurs. So let's go ahead and deliver this ad towards people who are interested in entrepreneurship. So you just want to make sure that you have that dialed in with your messaging. You can obviously use AI to create some really good ad copy. I'll show you a couple examples of some good ad copy on the screen right now that you can use as well. And that's how you set up a really effective ad that can generate you leads. Now, the biggest separator at this point is where you're taking them next, because you have this ad running right now. You're getting eyeballs on the brand. So you want to make sure that you have a good system in place in order to capture these leads, in order to get these people on the phone, and all of the other things that you're going to need. So what we did for my student was we generated a full-fledged landing page in order for people to book calls with them, all right? And I'm gonna show you here on the screen right now, I'm giving this away right now. This is the landing page that we actually used. We drove traffic directly to this landing page. And I want you to notice, it speaks directly to the pain points of the target audience that we're trying to go after right now. And because of that, you can see that it generated some really good results. So the flow was like this. We drive people to the landing page. They see that they have the opportunity to speak with someone. They click the link. The link takes them to a calendar where they can actually book a call and speak with the person that they need to speak to. But this system is very important. You want a highly optimized landing page in order to get results. Because if you don't have that landing page in order, you're in trouble. Once that happens, we have automations on the back end that actually send out reminders a day before the event, 10 minutes before the event, so that we can call them and it maximizes the show up rate on the call. I want y'all to understand something. It's not about having the perfect ads. It's about having the system. The system takes care of everything else. And inside of our mentorship program, we focus specifically on getting your system dialed in so that you don't have to work as hard. So now here's the action plan for those of y'all watching that want to take things to the next level. The first step is to audit your current campaigns. How are your campaigns looking? Are they following a structure similar to this right now? If they're not, rewind this video and look at the structure that I'm talking about here, because this works. What budget do you have? With this campaign, we started at $30 a day. And people ask me all the time, like, what's a good budget to start with for Facebook ads? If you have a business that's already generated revenue and you're just looking to maximize that, I would start no less than $25 a day. Analyze your creatives. Are your visuals on point? Do your ads look like ads? If so, then go back to the drawing board, look at some examples in Canva, and get things going. And the last part of the action plan is this. If you still feel lost, if you still feel kind of stuck, you don't necessarily know what to do, I would encourage you to click that link below and get in touch with our team. We do have a mentorship program. We have courses. We have a lot of different material that can help you to scale, just like my student did, who spent $926 on Facebook ads and made over $30,000. So if you do want this 1% system, go ahead and click the link in the description. We'll be happy to hop on a call with you and see what we can do to get you to the next level. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We drop free content like this all the time. If you're not a member of our RFA Marketing Hub, it's a free community. Go ahead and click the link in the description. There'll be a few different links in the description. Click the one that pertains to you. Remember, action takers are money makers. Take the action, y'all. Peace.